It started off with in the 70s you have mainframes, and then after about 10 years, there's like a graphical user interface was introduced. And the interface is really a huge factor in that industry change, and that really revolutionized the industry and bring the computer now to everybody's home. Another 10 years or 12 years, there's smartphone came, and smartphone with a touch screen, people start using touch to control the device. So what is the next the interface? That's going to change the industry. If you look at your smartphones, looking at a small touch window, and that there's a very small real estate. Although Samsung is known for making bigger screens in every year, but there's a limit on the how much screen space you have. But the number of functionality being added to the phone is growing at a really fast pace. And so accommodating all this function in the small window, it requires a lot of trade-off decisions, right? And you have to consider how we can expose these functions to the user so that they can discover it really easily. So today, if you think about smartphones, how many functions or features do you use every day? Out of the total number of functions that's embedded inside the phone, it's not really about design something that user can easily learn. Shouldn't it be the other way around? The device need to learn how people interact with the rest of the world, so that we can present it in such a natural manner, and users' learning curve is almost flat. They actually pick it up so naturally. A lot of people will say Bixby is a voice agent or intelligent AI agent, and I consider Bixby is more of an intelligent interface in some sense to our phone. A new, natural, and easy way to interact and work with our phone so that they can do a lot more with our devices. In a way, it is actually implementing the essential elements of this, the multimodality, and it's not just going to be voice. It has to be, other ways, other means to interact. Using touch commands, we call it touch. It could be typing, using mouse. What's most convenient and natural to the users? How can he actually design a user interface to allow users to do those things in natural manner? As first, it implements this notion of completeness, which means everything you can touch, and we are enabling voice commands. We're trying to provide all the matching voice commands for every task you could do with touch. What's really necessary is that the context awareness that's tightly integrated with the completeness. It's not about understanding this or that or previous conversation, previous sentences. It's more about the state a device is in at the time user interact with the device, the learning aspect, and this actually going to improve. Bixby is really, in a way, be your companion. It's not about, I'm an assistant, you have to really do the way I, been designed, the way I ask you to do. It's not that. It's more of, what can I do for you? How can I change myself to serve you better? I call it personalization. The ability that users can customize the interactions and the commands and the interfaces. Users can design its own commands, and also that having that ability that interface can adapt to the way you speak and the way you command. It is actually really key to make this multimodality interface is the next big thing. And we are embarking on that journey, right? And we're not perfect from the beginning, but I think we actually got something. We're adding really a key new dimension into the design of user interface here. what Bixby is doing is really changing the way people interact with our devices to do more. In Iron Man, the Tony Stark, he talks to Jarvis, which is the voice assistant. He giving the voice commands, but at the same time he actually uses his hand and spin things, manipulate stuff, stretch it out, and give a voice command to look up some information. So, but he doesn't feel any kind of hesitation when it actually interacts with the objects that he's dealing with, right? All the sensory organization fires, right? And that's the goal that we're heading to. I mean, it's not that Bixby is able to support it today, but that's the philosophy and that's the vision that we're going after. We are a great hardware company, but we don't stop there. The vision here is going beyond just smartphones. It actually really spans over every devices that we produce: TV, refrigerator, washing machine, all of this that have some type of interface. And as a device manufacturer, we are responsible to provide the best experience to our customers. I like teamwork. I like accomplishing something with a lot of people involved by driving them in terms of visions and passions, that notion of a connectedness with everybody else. That really rewards me. I work with these people, so talented people, so passionate people. They're sacrificing so many things with me, but to accomplish something really big and great. I look at their eyes, there's a joy in there. And that's what I really kind of makes me happy. Our dream and our vision is designed to help users. So whatever we do, it may not satisfy everybody, but I think we're onto something. And if we continue on this path with the same passion and the users' support behind this, I think we can get there. We can change the industry. We can change the life of human beings.